If you want to have some fun, put some yarn or fun thick threads in your bobbin. Before you do that, I would recommend that you purchase a second bobbin case from your Bernina dealer, and then that way you can have some fun manipulating the tension on a separate bobbin case and keep your regular one set perfect for regular sewing and embroidery. What you'll need to do is take your screwdriver out and loosen the screw, the one on the left, for the thickness of the yarn. So as you want it to pull out fairly easily. Now, even though it's easier, it's not as loose as it could be. I am going to take the thread that we're working with in the needle and increase that top tension. Now, I would recommend that you bring your thread up to the top. You don't have to, but just for ease, I'm going to do just that. And also is to not use your thread cutter. Well, you probably can, but I don't want this thread to get too short and not come up. You'll also notice that I'll take as I pull it out, I'll take just a little bit and then trim it really close to what I'm working with. So if you're doing bobbin work, that means that you're working from the opposite side. Make your stitch lengths longer. If you're changing density, you can come in here, go to pattern extend, and you can change your density for some of the decorative stitches. Let me see if this one will come up with, nope, some of the more other stitches. But as I start off with a straight stitch, I've gone ahead and increased my tension to 8, and I'm working from the back side. We also have a longer stitch length, so it doesn't get so piled up with a short stitch length on the front side. And if you match your thread in your needle with the bobbin thread, that will kind of help define it. Now watch this. I'm going to lift up the foot and then just pull this out. I can't get a lot of thread on the bobbin, so I want to go ahead and not waste it. So as I pull it out, you can see that I have that nice, beautiful, thick thread and a stitch that's stitching out beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do something else. I'm going to make this long. I'm going to make it wide. Also, the tension does change back, so I'm going to go ahead and increase that up. I was kind of over 8 there. And then once again, we'll kind of stitch from the back side. Just try out different stitches as you go. You never know what you're going to get until you actually try it here. And sometimes I'll stitch a little bit on the slower side as I work with something of the thicker bit. But just remember, flip it over when you stitch. There's one more thing I want to try. I was just doing something in our decorative stitches, the 112, and then what we were in is changing the density. That's what I thought we could do there. And I want to lengthen that out. Watch this stitch. It kind of gets very open as we stitch this. And I'll just go ahead and give this a try. Sometimes you just got to try something without knowing what you're going to get. This is the first time I've done this with bobbin work, but by lengthening that satin stitch out, this is what it looks like with a regular stitch. You notice the satin stitch is very heavy. Well, that would be a little too heavy for the bobbin thread, so making that a little bit longer. All right, that should give me a nice look. We'll see what it looks like. Pull this out, trim it close, and the reveal. All right, so look how fun that is. So much bolder than just regular decorative stitches. Remember, you can have some fun by just putting some heavier thread in, buy yourself an extra bobbin case, and have fun with bobbin play.